I can't. There we go. Hello, everyone. Hi, guys. Welcome to my Sunday Live. I have discovered from last time that if I don't change it to live chat, I can't see everybody. Hello. Hey, guys. Hi, Allie, Carol, Chelsea, Joy, everybody. Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining me today. So, honestly, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I was going to cancel my live because I've been in a rut for the past few days just with everything that's happening right now. But I promised you guys that I would be on here, so I decided to come on here and kind of document about what's going on right now. Yeah, I'm sure everybody's feeling the same way. It's heartbreaking. And I know this quote for a long time. I've used it a lot actually with my kids. And I wanted to add this quote in my traveler's notebook. As you guys know, I'm not black, but I am brown and I'm Middle Eastern. Growing up in this beautiful country, we had our struggles and my kids have their struggles. And I always tell them this, that no matter what you hear or whatever people say to you, that remember that they weren't born hating who you are. So take that opportunity and that chance to make them understand where you're from, your culture, your religion, your color, all of that. So if I feel this way, I can't even imagine how it feels to be Black in our society today. So I know I'm kind of feeling a little bit emotional today, so bear with me. We'll get there. I'm not going to make this like sad. I do want to craft with you guys today. So we're going to craft this quote in my traveler's notebook. And I have a few things that I wanted to use while adding this quote. I have this beautiful Altenew stamp set. I love their floral stamp sets. They are my favorite when it comes to floral. And I actually have the die. I usually do this where I just stick the die to the back of the packaging of the stamp set. Makes it easier to find it. I'm really bad at like organizing my dies. So I have that, and I have purchased something that I shouldn't have, but I did, because I have a few friends that really enabled me. I have purchased some of these, the Stamp Market ink pads, and I received them yesterday. I tried them out, and I'm actually really, really loving them. I'm going to talk about the black while I'm using it with you guys, but I did try them out, and I thought it would be fun to use them today in my layout here. I did notice as well that my green was cracked, which was kind of annoying, but I guess it's not that bad where it's going to dry out my ink. So we're just going to live with it. But anyways, I don't just enable people. People enable me too. You guys enable me. So we're going to try to use the stamp set, use the black ink. You guys know how much I love my scrapbook.com premium dye ink, and this is premium dye ink as well. So, but this one's waterproof. I believe the scrapbook.com is not. But anyways, I don't use like watercolors or anything like that, or markers. So I'm going to share with you why I like this and why I don't like it. So anyways, let's start. Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm excited to have you here. For everyone who just joined. Yes, Heidi, I totally agree. I always say this, I mean, even if you are not black or brown or whatever the case is, wherever you're from, everybody should be treated the same way. Everybody. You know, I haven't been crafting much too, Fabi, so we're all in the same boat. Oh, I'm so sorry that he's sick. I hope he's feeling better, or she. Yeah, I think everybody's just not feeling that great. So, at first I saw this black pattern that said go where you feel most alive, and I thought I would cover that up because I really like the black with the black typing and stuff like that. I also liked this one. Let's find it. You know what? This is the wrong one. Hold on, guys. I wasn't even supposed to show that to you guys. I totally forgot. I hope I don't get in trouble for that. Hold on. Let me grab the right traveler's notebook. There we go. It's this one. That traveler's notebook doesn't come out until tomorrow. And I will be sharing a video, by the way. So that was a no-no. Anyways, so I'm going to use this one. This is my last page in this traveler's notebook. This traveler's notebook is so full right now. And I'm going to cover up the lemon and use my picture to do that. Just trying to see what we have here in the chat. I'm so sorry, Carmen. I can only imagine when my son goes out with his friends, and my son has like friends from all kinds of religions and colors and everything, and it always freaks me out because I have to sit him down and let him understand that you're not white. If a cop stops you, this is what you say and this is how you behave. So I totally understand, and I'm sure it's probably 100% more being black. Okay, let's see. Okay, so let's start this. So I think I'm going to trim this down a little bit. I still want to use this part. I've been really enjoying kind of using 4x6s lately and having them kind of sit on both sides of my spread. So we're going to do that. Anyway, that other traveler's notebook was kind of a sneak peek. So we're going to cover up that lemon. And what I was thinking, actually, let's do that now. I wanted to back this up. I wanted to add layering and things like that. And one thing I love using when I layer is like my glassine bags. Let's see if we can find some scrap paper. I always put my scrap paper in these baggies. And I really want to back it up with some black. Let's see if we can find any black paper. There's some black. That might work. I usually don't have a lot of black paper or scrap even. I probably should just buy, oh, hold on. There's some black paper too. That might work. Let's try that. Okay. So I'm gonna, as you can see, this is so full and bulky. Okay, that might work. So I love it when you guys talk in the chat. That makes my heart warm, you guys. Talking about this. We should all acknowledge it. So I'm going to back up my photo here a little bit. I don't want to add a lot, just a tiny bit. And I will trim it down. So because This is going to come off the edge, so I don't need it kind of, you know, sitting on the edge in the center of my fold. I'll do the same for the opposite side. Just make sure that this is going to be the right way to do it. Okay, so let's do that. And when I stick this down, I want to make sure that, or when I stick down the black paper to my layout here, I want to make sure that I don't add the tape all around to the edges, because I think I want to layer too. So we'll see how that goes. Okay. So here we go. I like how that looks. Maybe add some of this glassine just to add some texture. Let's go. So I'm using my trimmer to cut down my glassine bag, but I will tear as well, because I think glassine bag, and it's going to sound like really bad, but I feel like glassine bags had so much texture, especially when you tear them like that. Like that. I'm going to tear the bottom. Let's see if that works. Yeah, that's like that. Okay, so we're gonna stick that down. Actually, okay, I like that. So this is what I mean. I won't add the tape to the edges of whatever I'm sticking down. Oops, stuck. Because I want to add some type of layering. We'll see how that goes once I start layering. I don't have anything in mind, but I'm going for it. Okay. Sorry, I'm not reading the chat. Missing out on the chat. Sorry, guys. I had this conversation with a friend on Instagram about my son once wanting to sell some cookies and just go from one neighbor to the other kind of thing. And I told him, you can't just go and knock on people's doors. And he was like, why not? Everybody does it. Like, all my friends do it. I'm like, yeah, but you can't. Like, you're a dark boy that he was at the time probably 16 or 17. And I was like, that you look like a grown man. My son has a beard and all that. So I was like, no, I'm sorry, you can't. I have to go with you. So I had to go with him from door to door to sell these cookies for marching band. And then a few, days or weeks later, a white kid knocks on the door, opened the door, and he was selling like coupons for their football team for school. And, we purchased and he left. And then my son turns to me and he goes, well, how come he can do it and I can't? And that's the truth. You can't. He can. He's a white kid knocking on people's doors and nobody's going to call the cops. But when you do it, people will call the cops. And that's just the truth of how we live today. If he gets stopped by a policeman, a black boy gets stopped by a policeman, it's totally different than a white kid. So this quote to me means everything, because it starts at home. Nobody is born being a racist or hate other cultures or people or color. Basically, it's taught to them. So that's just reality. That's how it is here in the US. And when my kid travels to France with everybody in class, everybody went, the whole marching band and the orchestra. And from out of all of those students and teachers and parents, he was the only one taken into custody, talked to about where he's from. And when someone asks him, where are you from? He's like, Georgia. Isn't that sad? And then he goes, no, where are your parents from? Where's your grandparents from? And even his friends, his white friends, when he came out, they were shocked that they just took him. They didn't believe it, that that actually happens. They didn't even know it. So being Middle Eastern, being brown, being Arab American, I can just only imagine what happens to Black kids when their parents let them drive at night, how that mother or father feels if they get stopped by a cop. It's just sad. Okay, so let's start stamping. I'm going to stamp some of these flowers. Okay, so let's talk about this black ink, why I like it and why I do not. So I like it because it really stamps nicely, like it's so crisp and beautiful. But I noticed, you know, I use my chamois here, and when I wipe it with my chamois, it gets all over the place. I think it's like the texture of the ink. I don't know how to explain it, but it kind of bugged me because that doesn't happen with my scrapbook.com. And you just need to tap it because this is kind of soft. So I don't know if it's just me. I mean, it's still great ink. And I'm just going to show you how nice and crisp that stamps. Look how beautiful that is. It's kind of like the scrapbook.com ink. But once I wipe it off, it leaves this like residue. I don't know. I don't know if you can see it, but that's just me. Yes, we are one race, human. Okay, so I should stamp a smaller one too. I don't know how many I'm gonna need for my layout, but we're just gonna go with it. I wanna add like a few here, and we're going to use the new ink pads. Move this side to do the layering. So I got the coral. I got a lot of colors, you guys. Bubble, party. But I think I'm gonna stick to these two. Let's try these two. Because I told you guys, like, I tried them and the colors are gorgeous. So obviously I had to share. So the great thing about Altenew, I don't know if you guys are familiar, but they do help you out on like what to stamp first. So you stamp out the outline and then you stamp the flower from the end, all that good stuff. So it kind of helps you out. So you don't have to be like, what goes next? Because I'm not really great at the stamp layering kind of situation. So you're supposed to start with the lighter shade. Hopefully this is lighter. So we're gonna go with it. I'm not very familiar with these ink pads. Whoops. But we're gonna go with it. And you don't, like I said, you don't have to tap much on here. I think that's the right way to stamp this. Yeah, I think so. Let's go for it. But that looks really dark. I didn't think it was that dark. See, that's why I like the scrapbook.com, because they're numbered. And when like the ink pads are numbered, so you know which one's lighter than the other. See, you don't need a lot of ink on there. Basically, it's like very juicy. So, love that color. It's so pretty. Okay, so we got those, and then you do the inside color kind of thing. So we're going to use the darker, which, like I said, I hope it is darker. So, and then I'm just going to stamp that right in the center. Right there. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. All right. Let's see. So if I'm really bad at stamp layering and I'm doing this well, then I guess anybody can do this. Okay, so it shows you can stamp those little dots in the center. And actually, I like those, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to grab that black again. Stamp that. I also want to kind of stamp the leaves and stuff like that. So I'm going to use my black ink. Oh no, not my black. No, I'm going to use green. So let's grab this. I don't need the whole stem because basically I'm thinking of it kind of sitting on the side. So let's try this one and stamp that. Oh, and I don't know if you guys saw my recent, well, I think I posted it a few days ago, that my son got into the marching band at the University of Georgia, which is so exciting. We were so excited for him. So that means more marching band documentation going on next semester. It's not over, you guys. I don't know how to spell this out, but I have it linked in the video. I get this tape runner from Amazon, and it's amazing. It's my favorite by far. I also have this green, the leafy green. So this one's obviously darker. Thank you, Sabrina. I'm really excited for him. He was so excited. New things happening. Well, that doesn't look that much darker. That's weird. But it's pretty. Well, it has like a slighter, obviously like leafy color, greenish. Okay, so I want to trim these out. And the best part is I do have the dies for it. So we are going to use the dies. Let's get this out of here. Seems like it's going to be difficult taking this out. Why is it so hard taking this out? Okay. I guess I have to take it out from the bottom. Even though I usually like trim this portion off for that reason, but I haven't used the dies yet because I bought them after. Why is this stuck? Oh my gosh. Oh, it's stuck to the tape. There we go. Okay, got it. So yeah, these are new. So I need to clear this out a little bit so I can bring my little die cut machine here. By the way, my craft room is a mess. Thank you, everybody. Yes, Leith is going to study genetics in animals. Leith is a huge fan of animals. Since he was a kid, he was so into like dinosaurs and animals. And that's something he's always wanted to do. So that's hopefully what he's going to study. He got accepted into the School of Ecology, and we're really excited for him to start. Yeah, my kids are more like, they love science and math and stuff like that. Total opposite of me. I don't know where I was gonna... Okay, so I'm just gonna cut a little bit. Should have thought of this before I stamped these out, that I wanted to use my dies, but I think it's gonna fit. So that one's the larger one. I'm gonna use the large die. Oh, what? Dang it. That's not gonna work. Okay. I didn't even notice that. Did they say that on the... No, that's so stupid. They, like, look at that. They stamped it like me. Am I doing something wrong? Oh, this is not the large one, is it? Oh, you know what I did? I used the wrong leaf thingy-mabobber. Oh, well, it's okay. No big deal. I'll just trim this portion out first, and then I'll do the other one. See, that's what happens when I'm chatting. But it's okay. He's going to be a freshman, yes. Oh, yeah. I've actually talked to Christine about that, by the way. So let's see. Maybe something in the works. Yeah, we need like orchestra and band stamps, that's for sure. I mean, we're like hashtag band moms and hashtag orchestra moms. So obviously, if I had stamped this correctly, I wouldn't have to do this, but it's okay. And I can always like use my scissors. I always say that, like, I always buy the stamp. I don't buy the whole thing, like with the dies, until I get the stamp, and then kind of decide if I really, really like the stamp, then I will go back and buy the dies. And I love this little die cut machine. It's just so cute. And it saves me from grabbing my larger die machines. Die cut machine. So this didn't cut all the way. It's okay. We're not using the whole thing. Anyways, now I gotta do that to the other one. Oh no, I needed that one. No, it's not gonna work because I stamped that the wrong way. So anyway, so I would have to cut the flower portion first and then go back for the leaf. Anyway, maybe that's, I was probably better off doing that because like the layering is gonna be a little bit different, so you live and learn. And you guys know me, I don't care if things aren't perfect. I think that's the beauty of crafting. Like, it shouldn't be perfect, basically. Okay, let's get this to the top. What? There. And plus, I'm really bad at die cutting. Like, when I watch card makers, they're so good at it. They're good at stamping. They're good at, like, die cutting things, glitter, and all that stuff. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the flowers, you have a large one and a small one. And I noticed that from the get-go, but I did not notice that each one has its own leaf here. Okay. So boo-boos happen. No big deal. All right, so we got that. I don't know if I'm gonna need this again, but we're gonna keep it close by. Let's put that away. All right, so we have the 2 flowers here. And this is what I was thinking. To kind of add the flowers off the edge here. Kind of something like that. And I will also, like, maybe I should bring it up a little bit, stamp some more, like right on my layout, because I don't know, want to make it, like, give it more depth or something. Anyways, let's try this and see how it looks. Maybe something up here. I'll stick that down. Let's see if I can kind of, no, I don't like that. Like that. That works. I'm trying to go live every Sunday. I was doing pretty good, but last weekend it was our Eid holidays, so I didn't go live. But I try to go live every Sunday. Since everybody's home at the moment, makes sense. Keep everybody entertained, I guess. Fingers crossed nobody reports the video. Hopefully it will be up when I'm done. Hi, Bibiana. Okay, let's see. I'm just trying to read the chat and see if I missed anything. Yeah, Elizabeth, I sometimes use washi, but it's more of laziness that I don't grab my washi and do that. But definitely, you can use some washi. Okay, so what I was thinking, maybe... actually, hold on. I have die cuts. They're really old. I know I have them. There we go. They're like black and white. These are from Feed Your Craft, from a really old kit, maybe from 2 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. But I love the black and white here. Probably use some of those to layer. I have more. My dies are always so not organized, so it takes me a while to find what I'm looking for. Like that. Like that. Okay. Maybe we're good with the black and white dies. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, that's true. It was Memorial Day weekend too. So I didn't go live last weekend. Or maybe something like this. So what I'm going to try to do is kind of layer around my photo here. I like this Don't Forget. That's why I pulled it out. Kind of something like that. And sometimes I do this. Sometimes I just kind of play with my dies and kind of layer and see if I like it and then stick them down. Sometimes I just go with it and stick them down. So it just depends on how I feel. Actually, I like this side right now, so I'm going to go ahead and stick them down. Oops. And then don't forget, let's see if I bring more of those flowers in. Not sure yet. Okay, I like this down here. Because if I had it up there, you kind of lose the triangles a little bit. Let's see if I can. And I have puffy stickers as well. Oh, Eid. Our Eid holidays falls. Sorry. So our Eid holidays is after Ramadan. So Ramadan is a month of fasting. And once that month is done, so we fast from sunrise to sundawn, and then you get to eat after the sun is down for a month. And then after Ramadan, we celebrate Eid al-Iftar, which is, you know, normal life. You go back to your normal life and you start eating normal. But the whole purpose of Ramadan is to feel with poor people who don't have much to eat, who don't have, you know, what you have, and kind of feel with anybody in need. And then in Eid, what you do is you give back. So you feed hungry families, you give money if you can, gifts, whatever the case is, you kind of give back to who's in need. So basically, once Ramadan hits, you can choose a family and feed that family, help out with paying bills, whatever the case is. So it's basically giving back. And Ramadan helps you remember what you have and what other people's don't. So also, it's kind of a tradition where the family members, as in the male gives all the females in his family, it's kind of like a gift of gratitude for being there for him, for whatever the case is. It's kind of a culture thing. It's hard to explain it. So basically, my brothers would give their sisters money or gift or something like that. My father would give my mom and his daughters, his sisters. So it's kind of like giving back to the women as well, the women in your family, the women you love. Well, you know what? If I know, like people in Alaska, they have like, you know, what, months of just sun and no, um, like all daylight. They do go by Mecca, which is in Saudi Arabia, and they go by that timing to fast. So there is rules on that. I just can't remember what they are. Okay, so let's see. But yeah, personally, I do not fast since I was a kid. I have really low blood pressure, and as a kid, I always fainted. It was not fun. So I personally do not fast, but always try to give back and help others. And that should be all the time, you know? It shouldn't be just for a day or a week or whatever. You should always help people in need, always. Okay, so let's see. I'm thinking maybe I need color here. So I don't know if I have some dyes that I can use with some color, or should I just go ahead and stamp more of that? Let's actually see my puffy stickers as well. More of those flowers, because you can just add hearts and things like that to bring in more color on the opposite side. Okay, so maybe I'm gonna end up adding some of those flowers, some more of those flowers. Some stars, maybe? And some word stickers as well would work. Yeah, I might need some more flowers. Okay. So I'm sorry about the AC, it's really loud, but it's getting hot in Georgia, you guys. Really warm. Guess it's like time for swimming. Okay, so I'm liking it and I'm not. I feel like it's really, it needs something. Oh, hold on. My flower stamps. Maybe I should just add some black and white flowers. Sometimes I like trim out flowers. I don't know if it's gonna look any better with the black and white flowers, but I always feel, I'm gonna take that off for a sec. Even when I add the black and white flowers, it still needs color, so I might have to end up using more of those. So let's see where this goes. So usually, like when I'm layering, I just go with it. I feel like it always ends up being fine. I don't have to really worry about how it looks. Oh, that kind of looks very similar. I don't like that, no. Because the messier and crazier the layering, I always feel like the better it is, if that makes sense. So I don't know, this, you know what? Look how many times I changed my mind. Okay, actually, I'm not gonna add more flowers. What I'm gonna do is maybe just stamp like love up here. I like that idea, or even down here. So maybe some black ink. Let's see what I got here. Or that same pink, like the coral pink. Okay, maybe I'm gonna go with that. Okay, I promised myself, like lately, that I'm gonna try to use more colored ink and not just stick to black. So we'll see how long that's gonna last. So a few weeks ago, Everyday Explorer released these beautiful alpha stamps. They're just so pretty. And maybe I can just stamp those out. So I can probably stamp them in black and then do the inline with that bubble, no, the coral reef color. And just add kind of love somewhere around here. Ah, see, this is what I mean. I got like the black ink right there. And that's what I mean, like you can't, you have to tap on those ink pads because they're just so juicy and they're softer than the scrapbook.com ones. Yeah, Ramadan does shift every year, 10 days. So every year it's like a different time of the year, obviously. It gets easier when it's in the winter just because the days are shorter. Okay. Now I'm trying to remind myself, tap and don't stamp like too hard. Like I'm used to my scrapbook.com ones. But this one, if you tap, if you're like pushing down too hard, it's gonna get on your block. There's the dots. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna fill my title out with that coral. Yeah, I think I want to go with the coral. Since I got these yesterday and I've played with them, I've used them in like my daily journal, I think was, and my planner. I'm like fallen in love with this coral so quickly. And by the way, this is not sponsored or anything like that. I don't have an affiliate link with the stamp market. I just really thought it would be fun to share these new ink pads with you guys. And because they've been recommended to me a lot. So I'm excited about them. I could have gone with a larger alpha as well, but I think this is really pretty. I've been obsessed with this stamp set from Everyday Explorer. And by the way, I tried to link a bunch of stuff before I started my video, thinking like, okay, I think I know what I want to use in my video. But if I didn't link something, I will link it later once I'm done for you guys. So hopefully I don't forget anything. It's really hard to kind of plan things out. I don't plan things out ahead of time. But if I know, you know, that I'm going to use a certain stamp or whatever, I'll definitely link it before I start. Yeah, these are adorable. I love these alpha stamps from Everyday Explorer. I don't know if they have a name. Oh, it's called Explorer Alpha. Really cute. They've become a new favorite. So I still didn't add anything here to bring in the color, but we can do that. So let me look through my stamps. I know I want to add word stickers. I can use word stickers. Maybe I have like some pink ones that I can add, a darker pink. These could work. Oh, these could work. I don't like that. It's different pink. Just want to bring in some color to the opposite side. I can use this label here and some word stickers. I love using word stickers. I feel like I don't know, like word stickers, you just once you add it, and it's just such a small little sticker, but it adds so much to your spread. It's crazy how much it adds. And labels. So let's open this up. Maybe I can use this to kind of layer. But it is pretty big. Actually, this is what I'm going to do. Move that. I'm going to try to get this a little bit further in. There we go. And I'll add a word sticker there. Let's see if any of this works. This is just a great way to add a little something. Sorry, when I'm working, I forget what I'm talking about. Hi, Nikki. What are the sentiments with the stamp set? Oh, the stamp set, because it's for card makers, they're just like missing you, just for you, things like that. You are my favorite, so it's for card makers. So usually, like with Altenew, when I get their floral stamps, I don't even use the sentiments in there. I always end up like, using my own stamps because they're always, thank you and hello and stuff like that. That don't work for us scrapbookers. Let's see. That one might work. The do small things with great love. Let's see if I can find something that would work. Yeah, Carol, no. I looked at them earlier. There was nothing like, it's your basic sentiments. I like that hope is never lost. I like that. I think that's good. Oh, I didn't even notice that I got ink on my picture. Dang it. Oh, it came off. Okay, so that worked. Okay. So I think I could definitely add some crystal drops as well. Let me see what I got, if I have anything that would match. Got this one, got red. Well, it's not like a red, it's a light shade of red. I got this, and I have a light pink. I could use black as well. I don't know if you guys saw my haul video, but I got like all the vintage colors because I love the matte. So maybe I could use, let's try it out. Let me get some scrap paper and try and see if this matches. Yeah, it's just like a kind of light red, which would work. So I'm just gonna go for it. I just add a few here and there, and then I'll go in with the black. And the black, I will use it a few dots like on this side, but I want to add some here around my flowers. Okay. So kind of something like that. And up top. Now, once I add my nouveaux, that's it. I will keep this open. I get a lot of questions how long it takes for nouveau drops to dry out. I literally just leave this open until I need to close it. So basically, sometimes they'll sit out for a day or two, overnights, whatever the case is. The longer you keep it open, not touching it, the drier the inside of your crystal drops would get. So you don't want to close it and the inside isn't dry, because then it kind of squishes your nouveau drops and it looks really odd and weird. They kind of do, but more, it just depends on how much you add from your crystal drops. So if you add a lot, let me show you real quick. So if I add a lot, it's just a big kind of more of a dome than the enamel dots. Enamel dots have more of a flatness to them, but I've seen people actually do a large one. I've never tried. Let's try it. Like they'll kind of do something like that. So you get more of a big enamel dot. That doesn't look bad, actually. So it's kind of flatter on the edges but I don't go with the big anyway. Like when I buy enamel dots, which I haven't for years, but when I do, or when I did, I never liked the large ones. I just always was drawn to the smaller dots. So this is why this works out for me. That's why I love the crystal drops, because I can make as many. They're cheaper than enamel dots. Oh my gosh, those enamel dots are so expensive. I don't even know why. Okay, so I'm just gonna put these back and call the spread done. And I did want to work in my happy album, but before we move on, again, just remember that love will, it surpasses everything. Nobody got anywhere with hate. And remember that not everybody has the privileges you have. So whenever you feel like you did something, you're going to do something, you're going to say something that's not nice, racist, make few people uncomfortable with, just remember to pull back. Remember that they don't probably have what you have, and they fear the unknown more than you, if that makes sense. So it's always hard to talk about these things, but it exists, it's out there, and it starts with us and what you teach your kids. The new generation has to be better and have to be kinder. So remember that. So we're going to move on. I'm going to put this away. Thank you, Chelsea. Oh, so when you used your drops, Sherry, like it gave it a tail. I always like try to stay low when I'm adding my drops. And that way I'm not pulling upwards and giving it a tail. Okay, so let me grab my happy album real quick. So I wanted to mention that tomorrow, Feed Your Craft is having a huge sale. I did add some information about it in the description box. If you guys want to check it out and you don't want to miss out, it's a huge sale. You really don't want to miss out. And I also wanted to mention that Beth from Creative Memories is having a giveaway, and she's giving away a happy album, I think kits. It's just a huge giveaway worth like $100+. So that's going on her Instagram. I also linked her information in the description box. And I think the giveaway ends tonight or tomorrow. So definitely recommend you check out Beth on Instagram and be a part of that giveaway, because she's giving away one of these albums, which is pretty awesome. Oh, I totally understand. My son is darker than my daughter, and obviously he's a boy. So it's always the situation that I'm always talking to him about, you can't behave like your white friends, you know? And I'm always scared for him too. Chelsea, it's my house beeping. I've said this before. That's just when someone walks out of the door, it beeps. And it's annoying because I always tell them when I'm live, like, guys, I'm going live. Please don't keep coming in and out. And they still come in and out all the time. Thank you, Allie. Thank you so much. You know, I grew up in the US, you know, back in the 80s, and it was worse. It was worse. So just hope it can get better than what it is today. So actually, I have these pictures. These are the, no, that one, this one. Was it this one? Okay, so what I was thinking I would do, and I've always, by the way, gotten racial profiled all the time. My siblings, my sister and I actually got attacked at the pool at my sister's neighborhood because this lady was convinced that we didn't live in the neighborhood, and God knows how we got into the pool. So she basically said, because she's never seen us around and there's nobody in the neighborhood who looks like us. She basically said that to us. It was, and honestly, I was fearful. Like she was attacking us and she wanted to call the cops. So my sister is more outspoken than I am. Like in these situations, she gets angry really fast, and she was mad because she was like, "You're racist. You actually think because you're living in a white neighborhood that everybody has to be white?" That was my first time, like in shock, that somebody actually was talking to us that way, and wouldn't. She actually wanted to follow us home to see that we live in the neighborhood, or my sister lives in the neighborhood. Yeah, it happens, you guys. So I'm thinking I want to, oh, you know what? I want to, okay, I didn't even tell you guys, I've been talking and didn't tell you what I'm wanting to do. So I have a few photos here of family. This album, I'm documenting what I miss now. I did share this a while back with you guys, but this album is all about what I'm missing and what I've always taken for granted before Corona. So I have these pictures of family, and I do have this picture of Target. Oh my gosh, you guys, I miss Target so, so much. So I'm gonna do, let's do the Target one maybe. I might do the Target one. Should I? I'm trying to think which one I want to document, but I want to add pattern paper to work off of my spread. So I can move this album out. This album, by the way, again, I forgot, is from Creative Memories. It's called the Happy Album. I'm loving the size so, so much. So I want to use that today. And I was thinking to use one of the kits that you can purchase and use, but maybe I should have the stamp set from Future Craft, and you can kind of create your own like background with it. So I might use that. I'm trying to see if I want any of these, but none of these have the red that I'm looking for my Target spreads. So I think I'm gonna make my own. Okay, so I'm moving these out and I'm gonna make my own. So I have, let me pull out those papers. I trimmed down a bunch of papers to fit in that album as well, because I, wanted to start doing my own stuff too, my own patterns. So I think I'm gonna document the Target first. Let me find that stamp set from Future Craft. And I haven't gotten the chance to use it yet. And of course, now I can't find it. So just bear with me. Let me find that stamp set. Here we go. Yes, very, very sad. Oh, Michelle, I'm sure they do stop white kids, but believe me, they don't treat the white kid like they would treat a black kid. It's for sure. And a white kid doesn't have to get out of the car just because. Let's do this. I think I want to make my own background, and we might go with black, red, and I can't remember the last time I used red. Let me see if I have this red. We can use the black and maybe gray. This gray is really dark. Maybe my light gray. Let's see. We're gonna try it out and see how that works. So, like I said, I've never tried this, so I don't know. We're gonna start with the lighter shade, okay? And see how it turns out. And we're just gonna stamp our heart out. I know this is really, really light gray. You're probably not gonna be able to see how it looks, but once I start stamping the black and stuff, and by the way, you don't have to do this like in a certain pattern or anything. I'm just going to use my gray to fill out the background a little bit, and then when I stamp out the black and red, it will show. Or I could go a little bit lighter with the other gray, I mean darker with the other gray, and then build to black and red. Let's see if this works. No, I have to. There we go. Okay. So that was quick. And I'm going to probably use this one to stamp it in black. No, not black. Let's do that darker gray. And you know what? I don't know if you guys saw the video of the lady at the park with her dog and how she totally changed her tone and was literally telling the black man that I'm gonna call the police and tell them that you're black, basically. So even this white lady knew that her saying that to the black man, that she's trying to tell him, be afraid from the cops, because the cops will treat you differently once I tell them you're black. You know what I mean? That video broke my heart. I was shocked that there is people like that. Shocked. I'm not saying everybody's like that, but there is people like that. So remember that, you know. See, I did it again. I got it all over my stamp. Remember, you don't know what black people are going through. You really do not. And to say you do, just because, you know, it hasn't happened to one of your black friends, it just doesn't make sense. Oh, this looks so cool, by the way. It looks kind of like splatter, doesn't it? Hi, Heather. Welcome. We are just playing with ink and stamps today. That looks pretty cool. I don't even know if I want to add the red, but you know what? Because I want to add this picture of how much I miss Target, maybe I should add reds. If I added the picture like that, kind of. Yeah, Lisa. She was breaking the leash rule big time. And she wasn't that nice to her dog either, so... Okay, I think I might add some red. Let's add some red. So, let's go with this stamp and see how it turns out. I actually don't know why I haven't used the stamp set yet. This looks really cool. Like making your own background. So maybe like stamp it around here. Ooh, that looks cool. What? That looks so neat. I thought this was gonna be harder to figure out. Maybe I should stamp one here. Oh my gosh, that looks so cool. I like that a lot. Yes, it's very telling. And the funniest thing is that she apologized the next day as if like her apologizing, you know, will erase all of that racism and her behavior. It's ridiculous. This stamp set is the Terrazzo Layers. I hope I said that right. From Feed Your Craft. I will link it. I don't know if I linked it before. I don't think so. I don't think I was thinking I was going to use this. But I'll try to link it anyway. You know, earlier, Michelle, you said that, you know, white kids get pulled over and stuff like that. Can I tell you, like, my sister, she was, at the time, 35, so she's not young at the time. And she got pulled over for speeding, which is fine. And then he asked her, and she was pregnant, he asked her to get out of the car because he smelled weed in the car. And my sister was shocked, like, what are you talking about? I don't even smoke. That's what she told him. He's like, please get out of the car. He checked the whole car. He let her stand with her hands above her head on the side of the road, basically telling her, like, stopping her for speeding, but yet wanted to charge her with something else. So it happens, it does. And to say that, you know, it doesn't, it's just not right. It's not, it happens all the time. So I want to use this card. I do want to add this card. This card is from Kelly Parkey. It's so cute. It's like a Target card, and it talks about, like, what's your favorite place? So it says, like, my favorite store is, and I added Target, and then, but if necessary, I will go to, I also put Target because I'll go to Target anytime. So I want to add this, but I have to figure out how to do that. Oh, maybe I should, like, flip it over. Does that work? Maybe do something like that. That actually doesn't look that bad because it'll sit like this in my album, but basically it's gonna look like this. What do you guys think? I like that, and probably like stamp Target here somewhere. Oh yeah, it definitely would work for a Dalmatian. I just used my chamois. It's really nasty right now, but I buy the absorber. I do have it linked in my favorite Amazon things. My Amazon links have all the stuff I use all the time. So if you're curious at what I use to clean my stamps, what I use, like my inks or whatever, I always have it linked there. But it's called the absorber, and it's for cars, cleaning your cars or wiping down your car. And I just trim them down into like a square and use it. And basically when I want to clean it, I just use a detergent or whatever soap, and I wash it down, and I just kind of rub it together, and you see all the gunk come off, and then it's clean. So basically it's just stained like that, but it's still good. So that's what I use for my stamps. Yeah, apologies are good, but not enough. And the pressure from social media, yes, exactly. Oh, that's horrible, Michelle. Yeah, there is bad cops. There is, and it's sad. Sometimes I feel like there's more bad than good. I don't know. Okay, so I think I want to stick to this format and just go ahead and stick these down, because I'm not going to be able to add my card if I keep it vertical. So we're going horizontal here. Yes, exactly. Women are always more at risk with these types of situations. The word sentiment stickers. So I usually get them in kits, like from when I get my, I think this is upside down, my Studio Calico kits. But one of my amazing subscribers, Joanne, is so sweet. She knows how much I love word stickers. And she sent me a bunch. And I believe those were like packets from different like companies. Like my favorites, I have to say by far, are the Tim Holtz ones. Like I buy these a lot and I run out really quickly, and you can probably see like I use the white ones more often. This one's pretty new, but like I think this one I've used it a lot. I like this one's almost done. It's like two words in there. So I use them a lot. I love the Tim Holtz. You get a lot in one, and you can get them from Michael's or Joann's with a coupon. So let's see this. Thank you so much. It's looking pretty good. I like that background. That looks really neat. I didn't think it was going to turn out like that. Oh, Elisa, I love my drawers. Love them, love them. I've had them for years, and I will never go back to how I used to store my embellishments. I used to store them in bags, and they're so annoying. I could never use them or couldn't find anything. It's so much easier. And I always do go through my drawers, by the way. Like this one is so full. This is my label and word stickers. Like look how full it is. But I will always go through them, clear it out, like try to find things from the bottom, like because I tend to, stick to the top more. But I will go through it, look through them. If there's things that I wouldn't use, words I wouldn't use, sentiments or whatever, I'll get rid of them, give them away. But I do try to go through them every once in a while and clear them out. And these drawers are pretty thick, so that's a good thing as well. Yeah, I've seen them, Fabiette, those type like TJ Maxx and Marshalls and stuff. But I did notice that not all of them are like, thicker. Like the drawers are a little bit shallow. Am I right or am I wrong? No, I don't believe so, Michelle. 5x3.5? I don't think so. I'm not sure. I mean, you mean like you're having a hard time working with that size? Okay, so I'm gonna stamp Target because in my album, what I've been doing is keeping it simple because I have so many projects going on. So I'm trying to add like larger, bolder titles and, kind of keeping it, as there's a few here that I can't share, I think. Or maybe I can share this one. Yeah, I think I can share this one. So, yeah, so I'm trying to, keep it simple so I can catch up and not fall behind. So I'm going to try to add maybe a title here, something like that. Oh, hold on. I have that stamp set from Feed Your Craft as well. The Add to Cart. I don't know if that stamp set is still available, but maybe it has something in there that I can use. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, here it is. No. Maybe I could use the wish list. No, that one's probably isn't going to work. Okay, so let's figure out which stamp set I'm going to use to add Target. I've been using this stamp set a lot, but, well, maybe it will work. I was thinking the letters are so big that it's going to go over that, but it's okay even if it does go over my background. It's not a big deal. Okay. We're gonna try this one. Let me see. Oh, I've never worked with that size, Michelle. I'm sorry, I don't. Well, Heather, I was just saying, I don't know if you came on later, but I was saying that Beth from Creative Memories, and I did add her link down below, is having a giveaway, and she's giving away one of the albums. She's giving away, I think, kits and things like that. Like, it's worth over $100 on her Instagram. So if you're interested, definitely go over there because it's definitely worth it. Okay. What was I going to... We were going to stamp out Target. So let's start. I might just stick to a new black stamp set here. Or ink pad, sorry. You know, at first I thought I would probably start, like, I would add journaling a little bit, kind of talk about what I miss and stuff. But then I thought to myself, oh my gosh, if I keep journaling on everything and, you know, getting into depth into every single project I do, I will never finish a project. So that's why I decided to just stamp titles, keep it simple, and just document what I miss right now. And it's so funny, I went to Target maybe a week ago because, you guys, it was a struggle finding a few things that we needed. So I actually went for the first time and I hated the experience. I haven't been out much, as you guys know, so yeah, that wasn't a good feeling that day, seeing everybody wearing masks and trying to social distance and all that stuff. It's a new world we live in right now. It's really sad. Thank you, Natalie. I love Target. Me too. Ugh, it's like my favorite. It's my favorite everything. Every time, I think I've said this before on my channel, every time I go to Target, I'll grab the little basket saying, I'm just here to grab one thing. So I grab the basket thinking it will stop me. If I take a cart, you know, then I'm gonna be putting things in the cart, but the basket, I won't. And I always end up filling my little basket and having to get a cart. And I'm sure all of you have the same problem. That's what Target does to me. It drives me crazy. Bye, Elizabeth. I will try to post this later for everybody to watch. Right now, basically everything's open in Georgia. Not everywhere in the States, but there is like social distancing and masks, but I mean, they're not reinforcing it. It's not like people, I've seen a few people without the masks. I don't know how some of the, like California just is probably in phase 1. I'm not sure still. So they didn't open everything yet. Let me just grab this one. Yeah, same, Carol. I basically went because I had to, but don't have to, buy it online. Oh, Abby, you're missing out. When I moved to Dubai for 5 years, oh, the one thing I missed so much was Target. And I swear to you, my husband and I flew to the US. In those 5 years, we came once because my husband had like conferences and stuff, and I so missed the US at the time. So I was like, I'm coming with you. So I went with him, and the first thing I did was go to Target. No joke. Even our Amex was declined because they thought someone stole my card because I went crazy. I can't even tell you because Dubai doesn't have Target. I was buying all the things. Yeah, there's phase one. We have like, yeah, everything in Georgia has opened right now. Yeah, Target is like the best thing on the planet right now. And the best thing about them is their, like how friendly they are. Really best customer service. And I've never been questioned on returning something. They're just so awesome. I like Target a lot. I'm thinking to do red. You know, I'm going to go with it and do red because it's pretty. I think I have another red from scrapbook.com maybe. That's maybe darker than that. Maybe I should try that. That's funny. A Target run. That would be pretty cool. I'm sure it's different like in every city. My favorite Targets are the super ones, like those huge ones. Those are awesome. Yeah, Michelle, us too. The salons are open and stuff, but I've been still cutting my son's hair. Not the best job ever, but yeah. I just feel like the mask probably is not going to protect us much. Okay, let's see. Oh, same. Janine, it's like I've been picking up our groceries. I can't remember why I went into Kroger's. Oh, actually, it was the same day when I went to Target because I couldn't find some of the stuff. Last minute kind of stuff. And yeah, I was like, no, I'm sticking to my picking up my groceries for sure. Okay. Yeah, it feels weird in Target. I agree. Oh, really? I don't think I've ever been to Chicago. No, I don't think I've been to Chicago. I'm sure Targets in the city, like those big cities, are different. I mean, even Target in Atlanta is different than the Target next to me. So, Bethany, what's your Instagram? Isn't it Creative Memories with Beth? Am I right? So Bethany Black is having that giveaway I was telling you guys about earlier. Barbara, I'm dying to get a haircut. I am not used to having my hair long, and now my hair is kind of up to my down to my shoulders, is driving me nuts. I don't remember the last time I had my hair long, but now my sisters, when they see my hair, they're like, "You should grow it. It looks pretty good." So, it seems like it's gonna grow out right now. Just trying to see what you guys are talking about. Well, my hairdresser's not open, by the way, so but I don't think I would be comfortable to go anyway. Hi, Mariani. Welcome. Let me see. I'm just trying. Yes, the gray. I don't mind the gray, by the way. I have just a little bit. I'm pretty lucky. I just started getting gray hair recently, so I don't mind the gray. But I know, you know, some people have more gray and it does bother them. So I like how this looks. Maybe I could add something. I don't know if I want to add something. It looks pretty neat. I should have stamped that target down here. I don't know why I did that. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to stamp something. Okay. That was, okay, see how I start chatting with you guys and I forget what I wanted to do. So I was thinking maybe I can add like something, chipboard, something. I just want to bring in some texture in here. Let's see. See, like, by the way, about like trying to make this less clunky and stuff, I'll do something like that. I'll remove the circle from this, and now I can throw this away and, you know, reduce the bulkiness of my drawers, especially my chipboard drawer. It gets so big. Trying to find something that I can use on here. Maybe. Let's see. Oh my gosh, that loving you is easy. Are you kidding me? That would work. Nope. Maybe silver hearts. Yeah, same. My kids and I, my husband, we've been home. Husband's working from home. I've been doing my stuff from home. And if it's not essential and I don't have to go, like right now, I will not go. So I'm good staying home. I don't even know how I'm going to send off my kids to school, honestly. That freaks me out, especially my son, like staying in the dorms and stuff. This doesn't come out, so I have to like remove it. The sticker came off. Oh, I guess it was really stuck on there. Okay, no big deal. Just gonna have to stick it down myself. I like this loving you is easy kind of thing. That's so cute. So I'm gonna add that like chipboard here. Now this stuff is stuck to my fingers. I can't get it off. Oh my gosh, the chipboard or the cardboard is stuck to my fingers. But I still love my chipboard. Yeah, those kids living in the dorms, God knows how clean they're gonna be and what they're gonna do. I like that. It's so cute. I don't know if that, maybe add some of these in between. I don't think. I like that. That's cute. I'm trying to see if any of these will match too. Oh yeah, Mariska, definitely not leaving the house with that. Any kind of disease, heart problems, older age. I don't know, do you guys like these circles kind of sitting here? I think it adds a little, I like them. I'm going for it. I think they add a little something to my flat spread here. I like that. Like the running and you're good to go for the day. Yeah. But I say better safe than sorry. I have a friend who lost her mom. Her mom lives in New York. My friend lives here in Georgia. She lost her mom and her two brothers are sick. So with it, so it's just frightening. I don't know if I like these silver. I just hope they come up with a good vaccine that at least we feel safe leaving our homes. Red hearts. With my puffy hearts, Carol? I know I have red puffy hearts. But I don't think I want to add anything more. I think I want to add more like word stickers. Like I just want to fill up a little bit here, like right under the target. Oh, Michelle, I'm sorry about that. Your husband. Yeah, his people with lower immune system, that's where it gets really, really scary. And to me, it's always scary that you can't be with your loved ones. So I don't even, God forbid, get to that stage ever. Let's see, do small things with great love. That one's cute. So that would probably work too. Should I put go with your heart like right underneath this? Or the adventure begins? Something like that. Like that. What do you guys think? Oh, I wouldn't either. I did not know that Texas has no rules on the mask situation. I've heard in Georgia, might not be true, I don't know, but that they will probably reopen schools and everything the fall, but they will probably make the students wear masks, and the students, I guess, don't all have classes on the same day. So they're gonna kind of like let's say my daughter would have school on Monday, Tuesday, and then other students would have Wednesday, Thursday, like that. I don't know if that's true, but I've heard that. So we just have to wait and see. So I'm gonna stick this down. I think this looks cute as is. And I've been using scrapbook.com's very strong tape here to stick down. And you know, no, I'm gonna go ahead and stick it down like always. I usually use this tape because I wanna make sure that my spread doesn't go anywhere. Especially that I didn't like work on the album, like in the album itself. So I use my scrapbook.com tape here. The only issue with this stuff is once you stick it down, it's not coming out. So basically, you have to be really careful when sticking it down. Yeah, they would totally like rotate the students, the teachers, the faculty, all that stuff. So that's what I heard. I don't know if that's what's going to happen. But I know my son is going to school because UGA did send us emails saying that school will reopen in the fall. And we've been paying for all kinds of stuff for him to start. So that's happening. And you can't tell a freshman boy that he can't start. I was really hoping they would delay a little bit so I can feel comfortable more than anything. But he's ready. He's ready to start. Oh yeah, I know our school is trying so hard. They actually had a little celebration for the kids and it just was so emotional, you guys. Having all those teachers come out, volunteer to come out, hand these kids their diplomas. They were cheering for them. They were dancing, calling out each kid that passed by. They had fireworks for our kids, DJ. So these teachers and administrators are trying so hard. They just don't know, just like us. And I feel so bad because I know a lot of senior parents were not very nice to the principal, trying to make it like, you are not doing anything for our kids. She can't. She has to go by the county and by the government and all that stuff, you know? I know my niece, when this hit, she goes to the same university as the one my son's going to go to, and they did refund them for housing and I think their food, like cards, I don't know what they call them, and you know, little things like that. But I don't think they like gave him a refund for classes because they still finished the semester online, kind of thing. Wow, that's crazy. Like reopening gyms and stuff. Yeah, I've heard a lot of universities are just doing online next fall. Yeah. Okay. So I think we're done with that. I wanted to share with you, I think I like that, by the way. Maybe next weekend I'll work on this one. I wanted to kind of document how much I miss my family. So much. I've been able to see my sisters on FaceTime and things like that. I did see my sister the other day, kind of stayed away from each other, but yeah, it was good. So I wanted to share with you guys something. Let me grab it real quick. Hold on. So I've been working in my daily journal here. And this is how I use those ink pads. Let me see. Okay, what was I saying? I was using these ink pads, and so I stamped my days of the week. Usually this is how I stamp the days of the week in black. See them right there. But I wanted to play around and I really like them in color. So I think I might start doing them in color instead of the black and white. That look nice. It's really pretty. So I've been getting my month ready because I can't believe tomorrow is June 1st. That's crazy. And might start with this now while we're chatting. I want to stamp the month up here. Let me grab that stamp set I was thinking about. So this stamp set I don't believe is available anymore, but maybe I can use that. Or, oh, actually I can use that Everyday Explorer stamp set because it's cute like that. See, like when I like something, I become obsessed, you guys. So I'm just gonna stamp June right here up top. Just need to get my daily journal ready before tomorrow. Probably won't be able to because I have to get some stuff done today and cooking, the non-fun stuff. Bye, Lisa. Thank you for joining in. I think I'm going to stamp my June out and then call it done for today. Just kind of try to get like a little bit done here before we wrap it up. It's been like almost 2 hours. So I'm going to stamp out June. Like I said, I'm really liking these, like the colors of these ink pads. They're so nice and beautiful. And I'm gonna keep using this black ink as well, and of course my scrapbook.com ink, because I love it so much. But it's nice to kind of change it up and find new things. So I tried this beautiful yellow and I was in love. I don't know if you guys know, yellow is like my favorite color. So finding these beautiful yellows, oh, is everything to me. So new favorite ink pads. Okay, so let's stamp June. I don't know if I might stick to, like last month I used my floral stamp here from Spellbinders. I always forget the name of that floral stamp. I think it's called Swirl Flowers or Floral Swirls or something like that. But I used them here because I loved how it turned out in April. So I used them in May as well. But I don't know what I'm going to do for June. Where'd you go? So I need to figure out how I'm going to decorate June. But I love that floral stamp. But I have so many floral stamps. So maybe I should go through some of them and decide on a certain one. Change it up a little bit. Okay. That's cute. And then maybe when I decide on a floral stamp, I'll stamp it around here or something. But I think that's it, you guys, for today. Been here on to almost 2 hours. Got to do a few spreads. I have to finish my calendar here maybe later on today after cooking and eating dinner and all that good stuff. But yeah, my daily journal is coming together so nicely, by the way. Just going with it. Like April, I basically just stamped home and stay home, COVID-19. I think May as well, it was a lot of like home stuff. I think it was March that, yeah, this is where we started staying home. So I love my daily journal because you basically just, if I wanted to remember anything, I would just look in my little daily journal and it will remind me of everything that happened that day, even just looking at the doodling and looking through what I wrote for the day, even if it's small and facts, you know. It's just a nice little journal to have, and I've really been enjoying working in it as well. So definitely recommend it. And you don't have to use Archer and Olives. By the way, this sticker is so adorable. Oh my gosh, I forgot the name of the Etsy store that I bought it from. But if I remember, I'll try to link it down in the description box. She's also a crafter, so definitely recommend, and I'll link it. But it's fun looking through this and kind of seeing what you were doing at the time. And you don't have to use the Archer and Olive. You can use whatever notebook you have. You are very welcome. Thank you so much. You guys make my day every day, I promise you, with your comments and your likes and your sweet messages. They make my day. So being on here is a lot of fun for me as well, and I love sharing these little things with you guys. But yeah, I'm gonna call it a wrap, and hopefully I'll be on here again next Sunday. Remember, guys, spread love. Always give back to your community, to the people who need your help. And always remember to be a good person no matter what. So, and remember not to look at people's race, their color, their religion, their culture. Learn more. Research. Guys, we have Google. Research. Research about their culture, what they like, what they don't like, their everything. It'll give you answers. So Thank you guys so much for joining in today. I appreciate it. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope to see you guys next Sunday. Bye, guys.